it's a pleasure sitting down with you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So how has Bart's departure, how's that affected the band?
Well, I mean, it's affected it negatively and positively. I mean, it was kind of like the end of his rope, I think, you know what I mean? Like, he was just tired of touring, tired of not sleeping, tired of, you know, going overseas where, you know, it's even harder, like going to South America, stuff like that, flying every day. It was really just the full-time camping aspects of touring, you know what I mean? So like, we're at the point now where we've known each other so long, we've been friends for so long, there's not really any bad blood about it, you know what I mean? Like, it's sad, and we're definitely sad to see him go, but he's still going to be involved in a lot of ways. I mean, he's going to come co-produce the new albums that we do, you know, so he'll still be in the studio, which is awesome because that was like one of his best strengths that he brought was like he was an engineer and he taught us how to use Pro Tools and just made us understand so much more about how everything worked, you know, in the studio than we had known before. And he's still going to write stuff, you know what I mean? Like he's written a few riffs for the last couple of records that were cool. That like choppy riff in Malenchantments, which has been like one of the biggest songs I think from the new record, you know, was his riff. So I mean, the band's still going to sound the same, you know what I mean? All these contributors will still be there, and Max is somebody that we've known for a long time, and that he's known for a long time too, you know, and he's a good friend of ours. We toured alongside Despised Icon a few different times, you know, so we knew Max pretty well, and I mean, the hardest thing is really putting the fans through it, you know what I mean, because they have become so attached to the DVD lineup, I think, and like that kind of thing has set this certain like picture of the band, which is now very old, you know, but it's still kind of like burnt into people's brain, you know what I mean, like, so
there's two different members in it.
Right. So it's like yeah, you know what I mean, like the DVD is not really the defining thing of this band. I don't think it's supposed to be the afterthought, you know what I mean. And
so a while ago, I read on Wikipedia that you were talking about how when people try to define your style of music, they kind of clump you into a group based on your looks and not as so much you know, your sound. Do you still feel like that people are still you know, doing that to some aspect?
I think so. I think definitely the crowd I think we set out to win over in the very beginning has been the hardest one to get to check us out, I guess. Like the long-haired, you know what I mean? Like, so they see us as, well, you know, a bunch of magazines or young kids have called us deathcore, which they won't touch with a 10-foot pole, or metalcore before deathcore became the buzzword. People call us metalcore all the time. Really, I mean, the hardcore aspects to me of the band is like the live show, the interaction of the live show, you know, crowd surfing, wanting people to crowd surf, stage dive, sing into the microphone.
It's more about the energy with
and kind of like interaction, you know, instead of having like that fourth wall, you know, kind of like we're here and you're there, and you know, we're gonna play our shit to you, and you know, just whatever. But I don't care that much about it anymore. You know, at first I was like, man, I wish that, you know, we could just be seen as a death metal band, but really, if that was the case from day one, I don't think we'd ever be sitting here right now. Like, I think it kind of helped us reach a bunch of different people, like whoever, you know, people are so, they want to define themselves under some genre flag or something when you're into these kinds of music, you know, so I guess us being called all these different things helped us reach all those kinds of different people, so it's been cool.
So you guys are reaching the end of the tour. How's everything gone so far?
It's been cool. It's just, I mean, the crowds have been awesome, you know, a lot of high energy, especially coming over to some places we haven't been, you know, over here before, so a lot of people have been waiting to see us and never thought we'd come over, and been, you know, freaking out, so it's been really fun, man. I think the people are just really, really hospitable, really nice, seem to be passionate metalheads, you know, it's cool. And you know, the tour's been fun, man. Fuck the Facts is great, Exhumed's great. Shows, I know the show's been pretty wild, pretty sweaty. It's been a lot of driving. Everybody's pretty much zombified in this whole unit, I would imagine, by this time. And yeah, a couple more days and it ends at Detroit and home, and Should be fun.
You guys get to take a nap then?
Take a big nap.
And then
wake up for weeks.
Yeah. Hibernation.
I wish I could do that, man. Like a bear, just go into a tree.
So, how has the perception been for Ritual so far?
Oh man, it's been awesome. I can't believe it. I mean, 5 albums in, you know, to have fans come up and say like, "Dude, this is your best record," you know, and or a lot of them are, you know, it's been awesome. You know, it's really exciting. It's charted well, which is cool. It's not really the goal of the band to show up on Billboard or something, but you know, it means that things are going well, you know, and it's awesome. It's an awesome sign, and you know, it's the best selling record we've done so far, you know, so it's like, I don't know, it was a lot of hard work to make. I think more went into it than any other record we've done. We'd spent more time at home, more time brainstorming, more time talking about it. We never really approached anything like that before. We were like, hey, what are we going to do, you know, with this record, instead of just making a bunch of songs, you know what I mean? But like, kind of trying to make it flow, make it have a real atmosphere, make it revolve around the theme that we had never really tried to do before, you know, so it was a challenge, you know, but seeing the way people are reacting to it is like really exciting, you know, it makes us want to push things even further with the next one, and it was a learning process, you know.
Are you guys working on any new material?
And we're starting to talk about it, and it's getting time to where we'll be having some time at home, and it's going to be time to get going. But so far, we've just been kind of writing out Ritual, man, just playing a shit ton of the songs, you know, 8 songs in the set, enjoying the songs, and kind of just going, thank God it's over, you know what I mean, for now, but it's getting time, and start thinking about it again. And it is a little intimidating because of the success of the album, and but like I said, I think it opened some gateways for us, you know, as what we can do as a band as far as becoming more dynamic, you know, keeping the albums interesting, you know, by putting in different elements, you know, acoustic guitars, pianos, samples, and the whole thematic thing too was very much a learning experience. So it's about that time, man, to think about it again, and we'll just have to see what happens.
All right. Wicked. Well, right on, man. Thanks for doing
this.
this.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
This guy right here. I don't know what we're doing. Shaking hands. I don't know.
We're shaking hands. We're pounding it. We're doing the horns. We're blowing it up.
Living the dream, man. Right on. Cool. Thanks, dude.
Hey, no worries, man.